right now,
Yo, yo.
talking about health and wealth, you know, keeping it holistic, man.
Peace, my G.
My G, health is a true wealth, man. So we gotta
Absolutely.
be healthy mentally, spiritually, physically. You know what I'm saying? And understanding a lot of this around us is poisonous and toxic,
Yep.
very toxic, especially when it comes to the music we listen to, the air, the pollution, the different kind of foods. So we got to stay up to date on, what's toxic, what's not, and staying on top of things, man, because that's the main thing. And the main topic right now is the music, man. What is going on with the music these days, man?
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of music started to move into a different space in the 90s.
Same people who own the labels own the prisons.
Literally the same people?
Literally the same people who own the labels own private prisons. The records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
But they didn't make you write those lyrics.
It's not about making somebody write the lyrics. It's about being there as guardrails to make sure certain songs make it through and certain songs don't. Some records are made by committee, meaning record company guys sit around and tell the artists, this is hot, say that, do this. We're gonna have this guy write the lyrics. We're gonna have that. You have, the record company pushing the narrative. Some social engineering going on here to
move away from upliftment and enlightenment of people in impoverished areas.
And look where it went,
Yes.
It just went totally left. How do we go from, power, the Run DMCs, the Rakims, and then it pushed it all into, first it was hustlers, and now it's a bunch of, drug addicts making movies, making songs, you know what I mean? Some of the stuff you can't even understand what they're talking about, these mumble raps, these,
Like the Future song you told me to check out.
Yeah. You say what?
What's that shit called?
Man, I don't even know how to pronounce it, man. But something.
When he was just on there just trying to freestyle to catch something.
Hey, man, it's for the kids, man. It's the kids listening to this music, so we gotta make that shift, man. And then go into talking about all these female rappers. Why do female rappers getting so much play with that kind of music? Do you want your daughter? I know you got a daughter, right?
Yes.
Do you want her listening to that kind of ratchet music, thinking?
No, I don't.
You know what I mean? Thinking that's what you got to do, huh?
She does like SZA, and no disrespect to her, you know what I'm saying? But SZA does have some she's coming from a point where she feels like she's been wronged, you know what I'm saying? So she does have some negativity coming through her channeling through her music, right?
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that, in opposed to my daughter liking, she's not really on Sexy Red and
Lotto
and Ice
and all
Spice and all them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, Lotto is dope. Lotto is dope. She's not, and I'm not defending her. The bars that she's spitting now is trash. Well, not trash. Excuse me. The bars that she's spitting now are not the type of bars that I like. But when she was earlier on in her career, she didn't rap about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like she can actually spit. But what she's doing is like the Jay-Z thing. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't even think she's doing the Tupac thing. She's doing more of like the Jay-Z thing, because Jay-Z would have introspective bars, but a majority of his albums was more about selling records, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what Lotto is tapping into. Not to justify it, I still feel like it's ratchet music that she's pushing. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like out of everybody else, she has talent. You know what I mean? Like Nicki has talent too, and so does the other girl from Houston, Megan. They can all rap, but they're just not. They're not using it in a way where it's promoting positivity. Well,
what do you think about Glorilla?
I don't know if it's not promoting positivity, but it's not promoting. It's causing a brainwash to the younger females to feel like it's all about finessing a man out of his things. You know what I'm saying? And it causes that puts a toll on actual relationships and bonds being formed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I mean,
another
that's
thing too, not only just the ratchet rap, but then we also got like what you stepped on too, is we grew up where we were talking about, you know, we grew up on hustler music. You know what I'm saying? Drug dealer music.
that's the thing is you start getting into a whole different level of addiction because now it's not like back in the day. You got fentanyl, you got all kinds of things that's going to take you out that you never even knew about because it's so new, no one knows about it.
Exactly.
And you don't know if it's been laced, you don't know if you have it, you don't know how strong it is. And it's so easy to overdose that no one knows what they're doing because it's so strong. Like you can't measure it any regular way, you know. So it's very hard for people to detect it. And when they do detect it, they still want it, but they don't know how to administer it because they're not a doctor. They're not a person that really understands it. They're just
No.
doing it to get high. And once you get in that state of mind, your mental is altered, and you end up being too high one day, and you don't know. It's just a downward spiral effect. You know what I mean? Once you start dibbling and dabbling and dealing with stuff like that you don't know how strong it is, or you know the consequences will be. Because you're not a
Well,
doctor. You
with
know,
the
you need a specialist. You need a real doctor knows what he's doing. You know, not no street person that's trying to make money off you. You know what I mean?
exactly.
So it's a whole
Because
different level, and it's scary.
it's never going to be right. You're never going to get the proper dosage. This stuff that they are pushing now, that they lacing with everything, the fentanyl, is a man-made substance. It's created in the lab. I mean, I'm not saying that these other drugs aren't either, but they have a plant component to it. Heroin, you know what I'm saying? Cocaine, weed, you know what I'm saying? Like it all has a
Organic compound to it. You know, it's coming from, you know,
it's coming from the earth.
yeah,
But and
it's
then
still it's still bad.
it gets exactly. And then it gets traded in. But this fentanyl is just created in the lab. I don't think that there is, correct
It's
me if I'm
synthetic.
wrong, I don't think there's a plant component or organic component associated with it. You know what I'm saying?
It's straight synthetic, and
Exactly.
it just takes people out. You know, and it's a new. It's just it's been involved
Man,
in the medical field for a while, but now they just it's on the street now, and that's what makes it dangerous.
I know 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
I know a kid that I know. I ain't gonna get specific just in case somebody might know. You know what I'm saying? But I know
Right.
4 people, man. One of my OGs and his daughter passed from the fentanyl. This other cat that I know from back in the day that we used to hustle together, he passed, and then this other cat's younger brother. They all 4 cases and that's just 4. I know more. All 4 cases was a fentanyl overdose.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but how did they didn't know? I mean, do you know the story or how they figured it out?
I know the story behind it. My OG, one of my OGs and his daughter, they were getting high together and they had a bad batch. I don't know.
Bad batch.
I don't know the specifics around it, but I
Right,
know
right.
it was fentanyl.
Yeah,
That's what everybody's doing now.
yeah.
You know
And nobody
what I'm
knows.
saying?
No one really understands or knows how it gets in there, but they end up, faded out, man. So that's just something that we're dealing with. Coming up 2025. The New Year's coming up. We all got kids. We're all trying to, figure out how to protect them as much as we can because, man, it's a whole different world out there.
It is, bro. Big
So
time. Hey, 10-minute mark, bro.
all right.
So
We gotta make moves then.
what's up? All right, so